Alhamdulillah, we have finally made it to our palace. The next few days we're going to be spending time with a bunch of entrepreneurs over here as well as people from my team. As you know, my brother's here with me, as well as the CEO of our marketing company too. So it's going to be a team bonding experience, brotherhood amongst us Muslim brothers. We have some Muslim entrepreneurs here too with us, so you're gonna get to see exactly what we are thinking about and talking about. When I was getting started, I wish something like this existed, because when I left my corporate job, there were 0 millionaires that I knew in my life, especially Muslim millionaires. Absolutely 0. Look at this, man. This is a, 500? How old is this, Wahaj? Like 500-year-old palace?
I think Napoleon actually lived here after he conquered all of France. He's like, I'm gonna chill in this spot.
Yeah, not a bad spot at all. We've got We've got some badminton court over there. You'll see the tennis court as well. And this like enchanted forest. Let's go into this forest. Forest I was talking about, and entrepreneurship is very much like this. There's this path that leads into this darkness that you don't know what you're getting into. But if you keep on walking down the path, you get into your promised land. And it could be living in a palace. All right, follow along. We're now gonna go inside the castle. Okay, just say I'm recording right now. Just say something. All right, what's the sauce you were talking about? Because I know we needed to talk. You're like, yo, I want to see some sauce.
No, this is VIP sauce. This is VIP sauce.
All right, show me some of the sauce. It's okay. The people can see which sauce we're talking about. Are you recording? All right, let's see the sauce.
I'll explain it, but bro, this is like 6 lines is like maybe $10 million.
Wow.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Let's make it happen, brother.
Let's go.
All right, so you were saying you've got a question about the education business.
Yeah, as I was saying, for the education business, I just wanted your opinion on these education companies, like giving their students like high interest loans, even though they're not taking interest, but giving them the option, like for example, student loans have this interest attached to it. Like, what's your opinion on that? Because I'm in the education industry.
Yeah. And I know it could be pretty enticing, bro, you see these education companies like doing so well, offering like funding options where there's like 10% interest on the loans and stuff like that. But like as Muslim entrepreneurs, we have like another set of criteria. And I mean, like we've all made mistakes, but it's good to be just God conscious, We already know that, like, as I was telling you as well, that engaging in interest is like declaring war with Allah and subhanallah, like you don't want to be in that war. So that needs to be a criteria. You're looking for product market fit. You're looking for like good marketing. You're checking all the boxes. One of the boxes that we should check is how can we run this business without engaging in interest? Like it has to be criteria. So the good thing is there are options, right? So there's options like WAP payments, and I can tell you more about that as well. But there's options where they don't even charge your credit card. They put a hold on your credit card and they will fund you the $10,000. So, once you start looking for ways how to run a halal business without any interest, there are ways out there. There's also multiple companies which offer 0% interest financing, multiple credit cards, and I'll send you that list as well. So inshallah we can crush it.
Yeah, remember in the castle that for the mastermind we're in, where that Christian brother, he was saying the reason why he was so successful and how he was able to build a $150 million per year business at 26 years old was by connecting with God. So did you feel anything when he said that?
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely a categorical difference between faith-driven entrepreneurs and the rest of them. The rest of them, when you're just like money aligned, you just want to make as much money as possible. That's like works in the short term. But 1 or 2 years later, bro, it just breaks down. Like we've even been in all these businesses where like, yeah, you're making money, but like you hate the founders and the values don't align at all.
Yeah.
Or like you just hate the situation you're in. And that's when they say money's the root of all evil because you just followed the money.
You know what you said yesterday? That was pretty interesting. Like, remember you were saying how to make Allah your business partner.
Yeah.
What were you saying exactly? I forgot.
You
That's
didn't
pretty good.
forget.
Just for these people.
Yeah, bro, this was a piece of advice that I got from my grandfather. And he said that, Abdul Samad, why don't you do business partnership with Allah? And I was like, what? Like, how do I do business partnership with Allah? And okay, we all give zakat, right? We all engage in some sort of like sporadic sadaqah as well. But what if every dollar you made, you gave a percentage towards charitable causes, towards the best form of spending? Why don't you give charity? Charity does not deplete the wealth. This is a promise by Allah. And so that's what we started implementing in some of our companies so far. And inshallah, the goal is all of them, where we give a percentage of profit towards the cause of Allah, inshallah. So
Yeah,
that's how you
inshallah.
do business partnership, man. Like, we all give like 30% to this business partner, 30% to this partnership, but what if you're just giving a percentage towards
You know what's
that?
crazy? Like as soon as I started like giving generously, and when by generously, obviously we all have like different. It's relative, you know.
Yeah.
But generously for me means like when you give the money, you're like, oh, should I really give that much? Like that's a bit too much. So what someone told me, and I'll never forget this, when I was at this talk during like Ramadan, he said, when you feel like it's a bit too much, that's when you know that's a good amount to give. Like when you don't want to give it, you know,
Yeah.
you're like you want to give the safe amount,
Yeah, bro.
but you don't want to give that extra amount. And you think of it, you're like, oh, I can give this and it'll be really good, but this is just too much. Like if you do give that much,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's 70 times what we get back in return. But I think it is. And honestly, for me, it was 70 times. For me, it was 70 times.
Mashallah.
I think even more, maybe even 700 times.
MashaAllah, bro. Yeah, there's a hadith around that you
Yeah.
might be familiar with that. It's as if the charity you give sprouts a seed, and within each sprouting, there's 70 of them. So it is, it's beautiful, man. And I completely agree. When you feel the hit a little bit, the pain a little bit, that's when it has made the most difference in my life. And bro, like even like close to 2 years ago, I went through a challenge. Like I was in business with like terrible business partners, toxic business relationships. And I was just like, holy smokes, man, I'm in a tough spot. And my money was tied up in different places. So
How much were you making?
during that year, I was losing money. I was losing.
What was your
money.
revenue?
Revenue was still in like over $1 million a month. Like it was millions, but I was losing money. It was in profit. I was losing money. And despite everything that was going on, I decided to double down and give probably like the most I've given in my life, to the point it like depleted my liquid cash. I only had like a few months of money, like a month's worth of living expenses cash, liquid. And subhanAllah, bro, after that, what happened gives me goosebumps, subhanAllah.
What happened?
Alhamdulillah, everything turned around. All those relationships, toxic relationship went away. And alhamdulillah, I'm just in a much better spot with really good partners, my brothers as my business partners as well. Amazing people like yourself, Dawood, as well.
Thanks,
So
my brother.
alhamdulillah, man, life is good. Allah is bringing more and more barakah in my life.
Fahr durch den Wald in Gedanken bei meinem Rap und ich frag mich, wieso tue ich das alles? Wieso hänge ich an dieser Dunya und hab sie nicht schon lange in Ruhe gelassen? Sie einfach nur liegen gelassen, die Augen verschlossen und weitergesehen. Denn sie will mich verlieren sehen, voller Fitna in diesem eisigen Nebel. Ich bin ein Diener Allahs, eine Lichtquelle will ich sein. Für jeden um mich will ich sorgen und niemanden lasse ich jemals allein. Ein Hoffnungsschimmer für Männer, Frauen und Kinder. Kinder, die lachen und sich für immer an dich und dein Lächeln erinnern. Ich habe so vieles getan.
Just playing tennis with the homies in the chateau. This guy's wrecking us all. Man from Florida. But we out here.
Le escargot. S'il vous plaît.
I'm bad with names. Tell me.
As people tell me their name,
How's the game?
Good game, you know? Gotta get your sweat on in the mansion, in the castle.
You never win, you just learn.
You never lose, you learn.
You never lose, you learn.
That's it. I mean, that's kind of the motto in life, you know?
Yeah.
People will lose a couple of times and then they'll quit. Can't have that happening. If if you gotta keep on improving,
Yeah.
you gotta sometimes lose too.
But like if you're always losing, how do you like stay motivated? Like, you're gonna learn one day.
I don't know. I'm never always losing.
For those people that do lose all the time, how do you get them out of the
Try
losing
something
rut?
else. Try something else.
Just
What is
quit.
lose all the time? If you had like 10 losses in a row with something, maybe it's time to try something else.
So that's strategic giving up.
Strategic giving up, exactly.
Right?
Is that what they call it now? Common sense ain't that common. So,
Let's go.
you know what has remained a constant over the last 15 years or so is just sports. When I was poor, I was playing sports and that made me feel happy. It made me feel like $1 million. Now that I am a millionaire as well, just playing sports also makes me feel like $1 million. And Wahaj, you can probably relate as well with that too, that no matter what, like no matter how much money you have, just doing this with the brothers and stuff,
Yeah.
and people you love and your good friends, you just feel like 10 out of 10 fun, halal fun, you know?
Yeah, sports has always been, it's very synergistic, the business world and the sports world.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Very synergistic. If you're not playing a competitive sport, if you're not playing a team sport, and if you're not like staying fit and keeping your body sharp, then your mind's not going to be sharp. You're also not going to build teams work skills, and you're not going to learn to push yourself. And automatically, you're going to feel left behind by the competition. Like I've just seen that over and over again, that whenever I have team members, I'm like, yo, you're an A player. Like, what's going on over here? And turns out they played some sort of sport in the past. Someone who's very good with other people as well. Turns out, like Bilal over there as well, right? He's great at leading the team. Why? Because he used to play soccer, football, as the British call it, for the last, 10, 15 years or so. So all these little things go a long way. So don't discount yourself. If you've already been staying fit, playing some sort of sport, understand you have an advantage that maybe at least 50% of people don't even engage in, right? And it's not the same thing. Like, yes, you'll pick up some elements from video games, but you're not gonna have that like mental sharpness, because when you work out your body, your mind is also getting sharp as well. So at the castle that we were at in France, I've been speaking a little bit of French as well, so my English is a little off. S'il vous plaît. Over here, there's multiple tennis courts, as you can probably see, or you've seen in the shots as well. We have a few entrepreneur friends in the castle with us as well, so we're all playing tennis, getting to build that team spirit as well, getting to know each other more, and it's been wonderful. And the next weeks and months, we're going to double down on some of these relationships that we've built, and double down on the team spirit that we've created as well. So yeah, let's get it. It's always interesting meeting, especially like Muslim entrepreneurs. There's a big difference between ones that are faith-driven and ones that are not. I just love working with faith-driven entrepreneurs, because they're concerned about something beyond just money. As you saw from the interview with Daoud, that the brother is concerned about making sure that he is not only like earning well, but earning well for the hereafter, which means there's no riba in his income. When you do have all these blessings that Allah has given you, then like you can also contribute, you can also make a big impact, but it can be offset if you're not making money the halal way. And so I just love working with faith-driven entrepreneurs, because when you're in a business relationship as well, it's not just all about the money. It's also to make sure that their earning is halal and they do not screw their business partner. Unfortunately, it happens too often. It happens, doesn't matter what your faith is, what your creed is, but it just ends up happening too much in business just because of greed. With faith-driven entrepreneurs, it does happen a little bit less. So it's very, very interesting. Right now in the castle, we've got a bunch of entrepreneurs making money anywhere from a couple million a year to over 100 million a year. Some of the biggest ones are actually faith-driven entrepreneurs. So this just like goes to show you when you can actually use the values that the deen has given you, you can actually go a lot further. So very inspiring indeed. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. What about you?
And my brother from UAE.
Yeah.
How you doing? Good?
I'm good, and you?
Good. How many times have you tried to convert him?
Few years. So serious.
You think he's close or no?
I think 50% of guys. It's not the only one. I used to live in London, and one of my business partners was from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
He was always saying to me, "You will be a good Muslim," and I said, "Try harder." I was saying try harder to my business partner.
You think faith helps you with entrepreneurship journey or not really?
For me, yeah, of course,
Yeah?
a lot.
How so?
I think I have a discipline with 5 times prayer on my day.
Of course. You know, otherwise your mommy though.
Also, you do the right things in your business. Yeah, so it's very helpful. It's very
Give you like basically give you good value. I've done like couple of times the Ramadan with Naufel when I was in Dubai. Yeah.
Mashallah.
Was it there? Yeah. So it's like 50%.
Started now.
Go away. Go away.
You know.
So yeah, but
It's simple, bro. What are you waiting for? You just gotta say la ilaha.
and you need to give me time. Give me time. It will happen maybe, but I know like I met like couple of Muslim entrepreneurs, and what I figure out is like as Naufel say, they give you good value to run your business. So it's good to have like good people doing business, and in the meantime, I'll have good value and practice a religion, especially like Muslim people. Yeah. So it's more easy to trust people who are doing business when they are like kind of Muslim or whatever the religion, but at least you know they can focus on the path and they can focus value as well. And don't worry, this is not alcohol. I just want to make sure, guys.
I know, I'm glad
But
you
bro.
addressed it. I mean, inshallah, one day. You know, that's another thing too. People think that they have to like give up alcohol.
Everything, yeah, I know it's not like
There's certain things that don't take you out of the fold of Islam, especially when you convert as well, you know, like eventually, inshallah, you know, you get there too. So
yeah, and like at least like for the people maybe you want to convert, obviously, I wish you that. Don't be too stressed, guy. You will not like from day 1 to day 2 that you will be not the same anymore. Like it's just like you need to focus on yourself, on your faith, and what is good for you. Do not do it for the other people, do it for yourself.
And what do you think is good for you?
To make money? No, joking. Right now, building a family. Right now, at this point, is to build a family and
just getting
pay-
married soon, right?
Yeah, in 2 months.
See them? But bless it, man. Yeah, and I love how you already have like a testimonial.
Yeah,
ready
I've got everything.
of being,
Yeah, everything is ready. When we married, I say like, I told you I was ready. So yeah, guys, obviously wish you the best for you and for all the people like we want to start a business with you. Yeah, so
How's it been being in the castle here with a bunch of entrepreneurs?
it's lovely. Like, I mean, we met so many good entrepreneurs like you guys doing a lot of business, a lot of money. So we really enjoy it. A lot of advice to level up. And it's very interesting to
You asked me some interesting questions. What did you
Remember-
learn something or?
yeah, I learned something about like managing your business when you're overwhelmed and you're stressed and when you're making a lot of money and you have in the meantime a lot of issue, a lot of stress. And I remember to say like to me, when you pray 5 times per day, it helps you to focus on your own business and make all the trouble go away. And it was a very good advice, to be honest. Very good advice.
Absolutely, man. That's it. I heard from another entrepreneur, don't wish your problems were smaller.
Yeah.
Wish they were big.
Yeah, exactly. Bigger problem, bigger money. So it's very, you don't want small problem. You want big problem to make big money.
Yeah. And also like Islamically as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you just focus on just being the best Muslim you can be,
Yeah.
and you're trying to optimize for the hereafter, then the stress of the dunya just kind of like goes away.
Disappear a bit. No, it's 100% true. Like, the more you focus on your religion, like, I'm not religious, but I can see by fact the people I met in my life, the more you focus on your religion, the more you focus on your faith, the more you will be successful in your life as well. Not about money, not always about money, but about family, about happiness, and all this kind of stuff, guys.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, guys. It was a pleasure to meet you guys. Sorry. Guys.
Well, anything to add?
No, I think you say all. Inshallah, my brothers. on time we convert. Inshallah, inshallah. Everyone say inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah.
All right. This is one of my hobbies. Like, every other day, especially summertime, I'm getting on a bike. I'm going around. Feels amazing, you know? Biking and tennis and hanging out with my brothers, building businesses. What more can I ask for? Alhamdulillah. Look at this. Wahaj, I would love for you to be more on the camera, but you're a middle child, and these middle child just want too much attention sometimes, so we're gonna keep.
Assalamu alaikum. I am the cameraman, the star of the show, behind the scenes, putting this all together for my best.
Back over. That's exactly what I meant. Some things never change. Some things never change. Could be the kid biking around the block. The kid in Pakistan just biking around the mohalla, the neighborhood. And now today, the same kid is biking around a castle in France.